greatness gang, D4G here. Alright y'all, today we're going to be tapping into 5 Middle Eastern clones that for me personally, they are extremely challenging. But if you can enjoy this type of DNA, this is something that you can rock with. Now these are going to be clone fragrances for the most part. I got 5 of them, Maison Alhambra, Lattafa, I got a little mix of them. We're going to go ahead and dive right into it. First fragrance on the list is going to be Barakkat Satin Oud. And this is going to be coming from Fragrance World. Now this one has a good amount of oud in there. It has some Bulgarian rose, some Turkish rose, argylwood, some amber vanilla. This got a lot going on in this one. Now my main issue or my main challenging factor with this one is those rose accords, because you do get a lot of that Bulgarian rose, you do get a lot of that Turkish rose, and y'all know for me rose is a very challenging note for me personally. And then the way it mixes together with that oud, it can somewhat be off-putting initially. Now for me, the dry down is where this one really picks up at, because you got a good dose of amber, vanilla, you got a good amount of sweetness that's going in there, and then that benzoin is almost adding like a slight balsamic feel to it. So the transition towards the dry down is a lot better for me compared to the opening where it's mostly rose dominant. And the other challenging factor that I found in this fragrance that it is somewhat limited for me. This one has that ability to where you really only want to wear it on special occasions, somewhat suited and booted. It is one of those cold weather fragrances, so you are going to want to have this during the fall and winter time more so than the spring and summer. But the one thing I do got to say about this one is I don't care, bro. The ladies do love this one. That is one thing that I do have to say about this one. Women will compliment you on this fragrance. So if compliments is something that you're really into and a rose fragrance isn't that bad for you, you can enjoy those, then this one isn't bad. But it's still somewhat challenging thanks to that rose oud combination. Yeah, it's still somewhat challenging. First fragrance on the list was Barakkat Satin Oud, and this was coming from Fragrance World. Now the second fragrance is listed as unisex, but this one is, this one is extremely challenging, bruh. And I'm talking about Sceptre Oceana from Maison Alhambra. Now this one right here does have a little bit of a warm spice feel going to it, but the main thing in this one is going to be that oud and that slight powdery nuance that you do get from this one. Now that oud, I'm going to go ahead and let you know right now, that oud is not the cleanest oud. It's very almalic in a way, so it's not like something from Oud de Glory. It's not like that type of oud spice combination. This one more so works on that oud with a nice powdery substance, mixing with that balsamic and warm spice. So you do have a lot going on with this one. And personally for me, I really can't see this fragrance as unisex. To me, this fragrance is too masculine in a way, especially while that oud has that very almalic Smith profile going along with it. This one is one of the more challenging ones, but still more so geared towards that fall and winter time. Now the one thing I can get is credit for is in that dry down. As it starts to transition, once you get past the opening, that bourbon vanilla shines, mixing together with that benzoin as well. It does have a little bit of an amber also as you're transitioning. So this fragrance does have some wearability to it, but the main thing is you really just have to get past that opening. Once you do that, you'll be good to go. Second fragrance was going to be Sceptre Bronzonite, and again, this is from Maison Alhambra. Now this third fragrance is going to be another one from Maison Alhambra, and this is going to be Lowe Nouveau. And if you know, you can recognize from the bottle, this is going to be one of their Louis Vuitton clones. Now this one has a lot going on, from the patchouli, the cedarwood. It also has some incense in there as well. A nice touch of ginger and nutmeg. You got a lot of spices in this. You got a lot of woods in this. You do have that smoky side as well. So it's a lot that's playing a factor on this one. This one also has a little bit of aldehydes and a nice touch of grapefruit as it starts to work its way towards that mid and dry down. Now the reason why I say this was going to be challenging is because this is more so going to be coming out for a mature gentleman type of fragrance. Not really something that I can see my young fellas rocking with, even though it is playing off on that woody, spicy, smoky type of combination, which is somewhat popular. But the one thing with this fragrance is that it does have an extreme earthy side to it. It's not really a type of mass appeal DNA. This is going to be one that is going to have a more unique taste. You're going to have a more acquired taste with this one. This one ain't just complete mass appeal like that. But still a nice one if you can rock with this type of DNA. Again, more so for my older fellas. I can't see too many young guys enjoying this one. But if that DNA sounds like something that you can rock with, then this is one that you are going to want to check out. All of these are BOB safe, so this is going to be under that $30 price point. Third fragrance on the list is going to be John Lowe Nouveau, and this is going to be coming from Maison Alhambra. Now, this fourth fragrance is going to be from my Paris Corner EMIR line, and we're going to be talking about Fascination. Now, this one has a lot of citruses up top thanks to the tangerine, as well as a slight taste of bergamot. And another one of my fragrances that does have that rose combination in there as well. Now, this does have a little touch of patchouli in there mixing together. But to me, it's really that fruity rose combination that makes this one quite unique in a way. Now, pause, give me a second. Y'all know how we do this. I haven't done this in a while, but I just want to see which one of y'all still rocking out with your boy. We're going to be doing a secret giveaway. So if you made it this far, this is for you. Keep this on the hush. I don't need much. All I need you to do is put hashtag D4G in the comment section and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and you're instantly entered into the giveaway. Now, if you tapped into the community tab, you did see that I ran into a Parfums de Marley rep, and they gave me a couple of samples that I do have extras of. So I do want to bless some of y'all with this as well. I'm only going to be giving this out to one person now. I got an extra sample of Haltane. I have an extra sample of Greenleaf. And I also have an extra sample of Sedley. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in the coconut daiquiri sample in that mix as well. Now, again, I don't need y'all to say anything about the giveaway. All I need you to do is just comment on the video with hashtag D4G in that comment. And just make sure you're subscribed and you're instantly in the giveaway. I'll be doing the drawing around Saturday, and I'll make sure I post it in the community tab. So make sure you subscribe and make sure you got your bell notification set. That way you can be entered. Now let's get back to the video. And this one also has like a cashmere style to it. Now it does have a slight touch of leather, but I really do think that it's more so of that lavender, that black currant, that rose, that's giving it that cashmere style, adding to the fragrance. Not bad, but just not mass appeal. Not one that I think that everybody can easily rock with, and definitely not one that's a safe blind buy. Fourth fragrance was Fascination from Paris Corner. And then last but not least, this is the one fragrance out of this whole lineup that I do think that most of y'all would enjoy, even though it is somewhat challenging. This one has a lot of notes in it, fam. This has a lot going on with it. This has some gingerbread in it, some raspberry. This has a little bit of cherry accord, some tobacco. This fragrance just has a lot going on. But I'm talking about Paris Corner, When Soul Gets High. The main thing in this one is going to be that cherry cola vibe that you get in the opening. Mix it together with a good dose of tobacco. Now you can't pick up that honey. You also can't pick up the raspberry. It does have a nice fruity appeal to it, but it just takes a while to get used to. The maceration process on this one for me has been crazy. I've been letting this one sit for a couple of months, and I can't say that right now, even with me just smelling it in the air, it is much more enjoyable than what I was previously getting when I first opened this fragrance. But this is still going to be one that is extremely challenging just because it has a lot going on. You get a little bit of a spice as well as it's working its way through the transition. But this is one that, again, I can just see most of y'all rocking with, even though this one is challenging, especially out of the 5 on this list. Last fragrance on the list was Paris Corner, When Soul Gets High. But that's gonna be the video, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Which one of these are y'all rocking with? Which one of these do y'all have in y'all collection? And are they challenging for you? That's the main thing that I want to know. Drop it down in the comment section and let's have a conversation. But with all that being said, we got to get up out of here. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all have a phenomenal day. Stay on your square. Stay on your purpose. Don't let nobody take you off of it, fam. D4G, truly blessed, destined for greatness. We out.